morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. I believe it's January the 29th, and it's 2 days after Kobe Bryant's untimely death. R.I.P. Very special place in my heart because I'm from Philadelphia, he's from Philadelphia, and he's only a few years younger than me. At the time he was coming up in sports, he was attending Lower Merion High School. I was attending Haverford College, and I got to hear about his exploits right down the street, basically, like you would know people who knew him personally. And he was just lighting up the newspapers then in the local areas and in Philadelphia. And then he went in the league. He was overshadowed by AI a little bit at first, and then he just became Kobe Bryant. And he was never overshadowed after that. He went through his tribulation as a young man in '01 with the sexual allegations, and looks like growing pains to me because nothing came out of it after he settled it. He became a hell of a father. I would assume he became a better husband, and he definitely became a Hall of Famer. He was pretty much going to be a Hall of Famer even when that happened. Like at that time, he'd already won a few rings. So, what a tremendous loss. And what this tells us is that you have to embrace life every day because you don't know if the next day is going to happen or not. It's not promised to you. You don't know if the next moment is going to happen or not. It's not promised to you. You could walk outside and it could be a cartoon scene. An anvil could fall on your head and that's it. You're done. You could be driving. Some fool could drop a brick through your windshield off of a bridge. You're done. Or your brakes fail. Anything can happen. So embrace your loved ones. Embrace yourself. Embrace your life. Don't take it for granted. If it's important to you, that's something you should not do. And the fact that he was with his daughter is doubly tragic. But I read somewhere that somebody said that that was God's way of sending an angel with him to go to heaven with him. I think that's a beautiful sentiment, and I'll stick with that. I think that's beautiful there. One thing I do want to mention: a couple of people in the press trying to drag him for the sexual allegations ordeal he underwent 20 years ago. And his body isn't even cold yet. Some bitter women who, at any turn, when they get a chance to mention something related to a Me Too situation, they harp on it whether it is relevant, whether it is appropriate or not. No one's saying the man is a saint, but you can't tear him down and make him a devil because of one incident in his life, when he's clearly shown that he's grown beyond that, and it's not as if the supposed victim has been on some type of press rampage talking about how her life was destroyed or etc., etc. You're cheapening people's ability to feel sorry for women who actually have undergone rape and assault with all of these phony and hysterical accusations and analyses of people's lives. There's appropriate times to analyze people's actions sexually as far as if it's wrong, if it's too aggressive. And then there's other times where, look, the law dealt with it. And if it didn't rise to the level of what we normally know as rape anyway, why are you bringing that up at such a sensitive time? What cookie do you get? What points do you get for doing that? You're just showing that you're an ignorant, bitter human being who really doesn't have a sensitive bone in their body. You're not championing or making the women's Me Too movement look any better or more credible by doing things like that. Those of you who support that type of movement, stick to people who've actually raped people. Stick to people who've actually been convicted. And better yet, don't try to comment on that when a beloved icon has just died. You're being a contrarian. You don't get points for that. You look like an a-hole. Pardon me, the cursing, but you look like an a-hole doing that. You don't look enlightened. You don't look feminist. And it's pretty sad that you picked this moment to do that. So, I hope you stop that, and the heck with them people who do that. I don't appreciate that at all. R.I.P. Mr. Bryant. R.I.P. Gianna, young lady. God bless you guys. May the Lord be with Vanessa and the rest of the family, and Jelly Bean and Pamela, his mom, and any of his extended family and friends. Um, all I know is Dr. J was my favorite player growing up. I love Michael Jordan too to death. I loved Magic Johnson. I liked Larry Bird. I loved Isaiah Thomas. I liked Charles Barkley. A whole lot of people over the years. Kobe's the closest to Michael Jordan I ever seen. At 81 points, stupid. Didn't want to like him. We in Philly used to tease him as if he was suburban, which was as if he's not really a Philly guy. Nah, his heart showed he's Philly through and through. And, excuse me, it was insane for us to think that way back then, but when you're young, it's whatever. But nah, great, great, great man and a big loss for the NBA. Historical giant is gone. God bless Kobe Matic. Have a great day.